So, as soon as I started playing pool, I knew that this was something that I really enjoyed. It was, immediately a passion, and I went full throttle into it. I was working at IBM, and I decided to get a part-time job working in a pool hall, and that allowed me to shoot a lot. And because of that, I basically worked my game up, by shooting 8 hours a day and just shooting over and over and over, setting up drills, doing whatever it took to get my game up. And by the end of that first year that I was working there, I was playing at a level where I was basically the house pro, or whatever you want to call it. I was playing, the people that everyone wanted to play in the house. And at this time I'm 18, maybe early 19 years old. So I really enjoyed it. And pool was a huge passion for me. I continued to join any tournament, any leagues, anything that I could. Tried to be as competitive as I can, play against the best players. At this point I still was not, by far I wasn't the strongest player in the city or anything, but I was getting better. I was learning from the experiences that I had in pool. I started playing in what they call the Vegas League here. It's the toughest league in the city. And the first year I was in it, I did very poorly. I just wasn't ready for it. The level of competition was great, and quite honestly, some of the players in that league are the best players in the state, and they also place nationally in Vegas every year, so a very good group of players in the state here. The next year I came in with determination to be the best that I could be, really buckled down. I decided to be clean because I would go out and make league like a party night, and I decided this had to be a serious thing. So I turned league into a serious night where I would go and I would play, and I wouldn't even talk to the people because I was just in a zone, focusing. And it paid off. Just staying away from all the party atmosphere was the best thing for me, honestly. And I ended up being in first place throughout the majority of the season. At the end of that season, I got into a car accident, and I was in first place when the accident happened. And one of my friends subbed for me the last week, and I ended up in third because he put it in my name, which he wasn't even supposed to, but he did. So that's one of my first goals, is to get that trophy back, because that to me is something that I always wanted, to get that title of being the best player in the city, and that kind of establishes that. I'm a long ways off from that right now, to be honest, and I think that this is a huge step in the right direction, and I'm really looking forward to it, and really, really, really excited for the opportunity. The car accident did really affect me. My back has multiple sprains in it pretty much all the time, and there's also bones that are constantly out of place, and if I just do it like that, I've got bones cracking down my spine. So that's kind of a limitation. I can't play pool the way I used to play, and the way I used to play, it wasn't based on fundamentals. It was based on just pure natural ability and a bunch of time on a pool table. And it's something that I kind of miss, and I can't find that I had when I was doing that. But I think that the key is to get back to fundamentals, get back to the basics, and just get a bunch of time on the table. I mean, that's really what it's about, is just getting time and doing it right, taking advantage of that time, making it correct.
Okay, so I really wanted to get my own pool cue, and it cost a lot for a 13-year-old to buy that. I mean, it's a lot of money for me, but I had to work, and I work part-time for my dad's business. I work umpiring, baseball, and it's just a lot of hard work, because it's not like I just have some money sitting somewhere. And my dad could have easily bought my cue, but he wanted to teach me that I have to buy my stuff and the value of it. And I really appreciate my cue now, and I bet if he would have bought it for me, it would be not a big deal, but since I bought it for myself, it means so much more to me. But I really wanted a pool cue, and I would have jumped off a bridge into water for this pool cue. But I just really wanted it. Like, the second I saw it, I was like, oh!
So we had Jesse Sr. play a few racks of 9 balls so we can see where some of his problems are. One thing I noticed right away is that he tends to be unsure about his position play. And when he does play position, his speed control is inconsistent. One solution to this problem that will help Jesse immediately is learning center ball positioning. Moving the cue ball around the table using only center, center low, and center high.
Another one of the things that Tor is working on with me is getting my pre-shot routine and lining up with a shot, getting my aiming done before I even get down. If you look at the way that I get down on my shots, I'm not getting down here like a lot of people do. That's because my back the muscles start getting pulled in my back when I do that. That's not to say I can't do it occasionally, but I cannot do it every time. So he's taught me to line up my whole body pre-shot. So when I get down on this, I'm already lined up and I'm pretty much aimed, and just a matter of fine-tuning from there.
Next, we had Jesse Jr. play some racks of 9 ball to see where his problems are. Jesse is still fairly new to the game of pool, so he has some issues with his fundamentals, ball pocketing, and position play. A good stroke drill will correct many of the problems he has with his fundamentals. Then we'll have Jesse do a ball pocketing drill, and that should help him with his ball pocketing and position play.
Okay, so in the stroke drill, some things I need to work on is my grip was twisted at first, my original grip, and also when on my follow through I twist my hand, and I need to stay down on my shots. And I used to do a open bridge, and Tori has taught me to do a closed bridge correctly because I didn't know how to do it correctly. That's why I didn't do it before. Another thing was my stroke, my follow through, my touch, like nice and fluid through, so I'm not poking at it.
14-day schedule for Jesse Sr. is a customized stroke drill, then a ball pocketing drill. Then we're going to get into center ball positioning, then half table pattern play. Then we're going to get into full table pattern play, then kicking, and finally banking. And the 14-day schedule for Jesse Jr. is a customized stroke drill, then a ball pocketing drill, and finally we're going to end his 14-day training with center ball positioning.
I've taken your advice and found that the stance that you've set up for me actually is working very well. My back is actually feeling pretty good. No more pain than a normal day of shooting pool. I've now shot about 840, 850 balls in less than 24 hours. And that's a lot of being down on the ball, and it seems to be working for me. So I found that getting down on these shots with doing it over and over, when I do something wrong, I know almost immediately. And I've got a ways to go probably, but I feel like I've really learned how to, I guess, react to my body, how to feel my body, and how to feel when I'm doing the thing right, doing something right and doing something wrong. The thing that amazes me a lot is that my back is not hurting me. I really expected my back to just be, at this point, almost debilitating, where I couldn't do anything at all, and I'm actually feeling really good. It actually feels like it's just kind of warmed up, and I think that's from having the correct posture, correct stance, instead of the leaning in like I used to do. And it's really worked for me, and I'm very impressed and very happy with that, because my goal is to shoot in larger tournaments, and to do that you got to play big races, and it takes time. And I think that I'll be able to stand the test of time with this stance, and the stroke feels fantastic. I can feel myself doing things a lot easier than I used to, just by watching how the cue ball is, or the balls are reacting to my cue and everything. And I'm not, I'm doing shooting a ball in the pocket, but it feels right, it feels good, and something that I haven't felt, in the 20+ years that I've played.
14 days. take all I know. Time to achieve my goal. I possess all that I've learned. Felt the desire burn.
After day one, I've shot about 800 and still not sore, so my stance is working great. I mean, my back feels fine and nothing really hurts. So after the first day of stroke drills, I'm feeling great. My stroke is feeling a lot more smooth and I'm correcting my mistakes. Like my grip was bad before and I've been shooting and it's more natural now. And yeah, so before I wasn't stopping my tip on the felt, I would mostly stop it in the air and come back. But now I'm stopping it on the felt and it's just stopping there and it's great.
Take it all in 14 days.